Morning, gamer. It is Monday, October 12th, 2020. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show. He is Sean. I am Ryan. Thanks to you for being with us wherever you might be. It's going to be a good day. I have a feeling. It's just going to be a solid, wonderful, amazing day. I have no doubts in my head that is the case because, good things are going to happen. Oh, don't switch that. No. And I got to do that. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Right? Yep. Nope. Got to do that. Fix that. Nope. Go over here and do this. There we go. That might work better. Okay. Hi there. Hi. I bet you can still hear me, but I'm not getting my echo.
Good morning.
Hi. He's Sean. I'm Ryan. Nope. Yeah?
No, you're gone.
Oh, no, I'm not. You're
Ryan
gone.
breaks all the things.
You're gone. You can hear me. I know you can because I'm talking to you through the things. Nope, I'm gone still. Nope. Okay, fine. How about now? Now? Yes? No? Hello? Hi. Check. Hello, it's good to hear you. Hi. How's it going? Good to see you. Check. Hi there. No? Still gone? Okay. Fine, we'll go back to the old way, which was not the way that I want to do it, but fine. Now you can hear me again. I guarantee it. It's just that I don't want to do it that way because that's the one that comes with all the echo. It's not fun. Stop it. All right, good morning, Sean. I am Ryan. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show. Next 3 hours can be filled with fun and friends and happiness and good overall stuff. I'm excited for it. Hi.
Hey. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. Is it your birthday?
No.
Because if it was your birthday,
No,
we
not.
could say happy birthday, but it's not.
No, it's not. We missed that. Kind of. That's what I get for having a birthday on a Sunday. But I did wake up at like 4:15 and was just wide awake and was like, oh, I slept through my alarms. And I was like, oh, it's 4:15. I'm good. And then I went back to bed, and then I snoozed my actual alarms for some time and actually got up at like 5:40. So I was both awake way early in time for the show and last minute to throw things together at the same time.
You were both super early and almost late.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be.
It's an interesting morning. But I got coffee. Found some news to talk about. We're good.
Yeah, you usually give me like some sort of indication whether it's going to be a light news day or a super heavy news day. Where are we at today?
Gonna be pretty light today.
Okay. Because the scary part is if it's going to be a light news day, then a lot of times I get quizzed, and I don't know if I necessarily want to get quizzed, and so
No, we didn't go that light today.
it's not that bad.
You lucked out this time.
Well, I will tell you that I think sports are both dumb and sports are awesome. Yesterday, the Broncos weren't going to play, but we found out yesterday that the Broncos are no longer going to play today, which was going to be the case after their game was delayed, and now it's going to be postponed. But the game that we were going to play this weekend is now a game that we're going to play in a couple of weeks, more like a month. And so another game that we were going to play in like a month is now going to happen in a couple of weeks. And then the game that we were going to play today was now going to be on Sunday, even though that game was originally supposed to be played on Sunday. I'm super confused. It's really hard to follow all of the Jenga pieces that are the NFL schedule this year.
Well,
I'm scared.
I think some football is better than no football. And I think most of the time they'll give you at least a little bit of a heads up and be like, it'll be like Twitch streams. They'll like tweet out and be like, hey guys, we're gonna play in an hour. come watch. So it's better than nothing, I suppose.
That would actually be the best, is if the NFL just finally were like, screw it, you don't get a schedule, we'll play when we play.
Anyone down for a football game for a few hours? Hit me up.
Put ones in chat if you want to play football today. It was a good day otherwise. You being a sports doctor, though, I had to show Dak Prescott's injury from the Dallas Cowboys. He had his ankle go in a bad direction and immediately had to go have surgery. And so I showed this video to Sean, and I'm like, you need to watch it. Search for any video on Twitter that says Dak, and, the play is starting, and you'll find the injury. And, like, he's just watching it like this. stoic. Like there's no reaction. It's like I watched it. I'm just like kind of having like a tweak, like a little tweak to my neck, and just like this squint, and you're just like,
No, I think I had a reaction. I went, "Oof, that's not where that's supposed to be."
it's so logical. There's no emotional response. Nothing can scare the sports doctor. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, that's not ideal. I think it ended up being both a compound fracture and a like full ankle dislocation. So, not the best, but he had surgery already, right? And that went well.
As far as I know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just one man, but I believe so. A
Yeah,
gaming
I'm
morning
sure.
show reporting that Dak Prescott's surgery was successful.
I mean, it's um, he's going to be getting the best of the best care. So I'm assuming it went well, and they have no real obligation to tell us much more medical details than what they've already told us. So I'm sure it's great.
The best of the best of the best, sir. I can't remember what that's from. Is that an Independence Day quote? And I'm completely whiffing on it, because if it is, and I'm not able to pinpoint that, I'm disappointed in myself this morning. The best of the best of the best, sir. Yeah, I think that is from Independence Day. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Men
So
in
anyway,
Black.
Men in Black. Okay, so Will Smith for sure. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. That makes sense why I remember it. Otherwise, yesterday's sports day NFL-wise was fine. The Dolphins beat the 49ers crazily, which I didn't expect. Jimmy Garoppolo is like getting hammered in social media, and then Dan Quinn got fired from the Falcons, which I actually was surprised took this many games into the season to do. But the big topic of the day, of course, is the Los Angeles Lakers returning to their rightful place atop the NBA, which is my opportunity to look at this camera and say, go Lakers, because I am very much a Lakers supporter, but there's a distinct caveat to that term, which is I am a supporter. I'm not a fan. I did not live and die by every single basket. In fact, I was more excited about sitting on your deck than watching the third quarter of that game yesterday, because it was like 70-40, and I'm like, I think they got this. I think they're going to be all right. And
Going into halftime, it was clear that the Lakers were done being in the bubble. They're like, we're ending this tonight.
we let this go a couple of nights ago. Let's go ahead and just finish this thing off. And it was the game before that, so it would have been game 4. Yeah, I think the Lakers went up 3-1 in that series. I text my friend Travis and my friend Chrissy and said, hey, do you want to play Apex? Because I've been kind of on an Apex kick, and it was 8 o'clock or so, and it's before I needed absolutely to go to bed. I text them, and he writes me back, he's like, aren't the Lakers like trying to win an NBA championship right now? And I'm like, yeah, probably. I mean, and if they do, I'm going to be excited, but I'm not going to go buy my Lakers champions t-shirt, anytime soon. The only thing that's good about being a Lakers supporter and having actually been a Lakers supporter my whole life, whereas like my baseball supporterness is so all over the map. Like I was an A's supporter for a while, then I was a Mariners supporter, and now I'm a Cubs supporter because I made a trade with a friend who didn't have a hockey team, and he became a Calgary Flames supporter. Anyway, the Lakers I've actually genuinely liked since I was a kid. It's just that like I don't get emotionally affected by the outcome of the Lakers games, even in the NBA finals. Like the Lakers lost to the Pistons in like 04. They lost to the Celtics, what was it, 08, something like that. And so both of those series, I wasn't just distraught. Whereas, like, if the Broncos lose a Super Bowl, especially when, like, they lost to the Seahawks in Super Bowl 48, like, it's a bad couple of days following that, right? Whereas, the Lakers could lose the NBA Finals. I'm like, well, that sucks. I guess they'll try again next year, And so this is the best part about being a Lakers supporter is, like, I'm accused constantly of being a bandwagon fan, which is probably both valid and ludicrous, because I'm not a fan, but I'm also not like jumping in like, oh, hey, look at the team that has now 17 NBA titles. Like, I'm going to be a fan of them, and that's going to be cool. So we're asking you today with that in mind, what frontrunner do you get accused of bandwagoning? And what did you do before it was cool? And I want this to apply outside of the realm of sports too, because there's got to be other applications to this idea of like, oh, I really like this, right? And then you're immediately looked at as like, hey, you're a super front runner on whatever it could possibly be. That is our topic of the day. But congratulations, LeBron is yet again a champion.
Yes, he is. and it doesn't shock me at all that he won at least one with the Lakers. So now
The
he's
first
checked
of
that off
the
his
first of
to-do
many,
list.
Sean. Don't discount my LeBron James. Okay, my LeBron. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I don't have that.
He was looking really tired by the end of that game.
Well, I like the way you said it. It's like the Lakers are like, this bubble thing, we got to just get out of here. We're ready to move on.
I think if for, and obviously they wouldn't do this, but I think if for some reason NBA was like, hey, this was a lot of fun, let's do it this way from now on, LeBron would be like, nah, I'm retiring. I'm all done.
Yes, I don't know. And I wrote that question, what front runner do you get accused of bandwagoning? And I can't think of any specific examples, but I have to imagine that even in like the video games realm, if you started to say like, oh yeah, no, I've always been an NBA 2K fan, even though you played like NBA Live until it went away, or oh, I've always been into Final Fantasy. I've been playing Final Fantasy since whenever, and it's like, yeah, it's been around for a while, and even if you get into it as a kid, like let's say you were born and your first Final Fantasy was, I don't know how many there are, to be honest, like Final Fantasy 238, like that was the first one that you got to play. And now we're up to Final Fantasy 464. Then you might be accused of being a bandwagon fan. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think that could happen for sure, and I think the same thing. Like being a gamer and having played such a vast variety of games, sometimes I feel like kind of like the same feeling with Call of Duty, and they're like, oh, someone's like, oh, you play games, what games do you play? Like, you can't come right off the bat with Call of Duty because that has such a stigma of like dude bro gamer, even though it's moved beyond that with like Warzone and some of the last couple iterations of Call of Duty, and streaming has become more popular, that you do get a more serious gamer playing Call of Duty. But like if you go back to like when we were in college, the only people that played Call of Duty or Halo were the like stupid frat guys that would hang around and play those games. At least in my experiences. So you weren't a real gamer if you played those games. So when you're talking to someone who might still have those viewpoints, you have to earn your video game cred first, and then you throw it on. Oh, and we've been playing a lot of Call of Duty lately. I think the closest thing I have, and no one's ever accused me of this. But if you look at my history, I could see where someone would, is being a USC fan, because my freshman year at USC was the year we split the national championship with LSU and then went on a giant run. And so it is technically true that like when USC got really good, I became a fan, but that's because I went to school there more than anything else. So I at least have something to fall back on.
And that's a difference than if you were the world's biggest Cal fan, because you grew up in, not even if you grew up in a Cal household, but you just happened to randomly pick Cal, and then you went to school at USC and you completely forgot everything about Cal. And that's the reality, is like you go to a school or you find some way to, you start working for a place, right? Right. Maybe you start working for an organization that has a relationship with the Lakers, or you start working for the Lakers organization. Then it becomes a lot easier to get caught up in being a fan of something that you may not otherwise be a fan of. So yeah, the USC thing though, I was wondering if that was going to be your answer, because that seems like exactly what you would expect. Is someone to be like, yeah. USC, huh? Wow, really went out on a limb there, that kind of thing.
Someone very briefly, because I called them out on it, did try to claim I was bandwagoning when the Angels won their title. Because they're like, well, of course you're an Angels fan now. I was like, no, I've been an Angels fan since I was like 5. So you don't get that. I went and saw Jim Abbott pitch in person, that one-handed baseball pitcher.
Jim Abbott was awesome.
That was so much fun to see, and it was towards the end of his career when we went, and I feel like they gave out some sort of memorabilia that day, which was cool.
So we're playing the COD Bakwa beta, which my understanding is available for the rest of the day, or to like 10 o'clock today or something like that. Oh my gosh, okay, we all want to go up that ladder, and all we're doing is knocking each other off that ladder. That makes me mad. I have not played this level yet.
I haven't either. This is one of the levels I was most excited about too, because it just looks so cool.
I do definitely need to make a new loadout for something like this. I'm running an MP like 7 and a pistol.
Oh yeah, I need oh, my glass.
My class.
I feel like I need a sniper rifle. Whee! Oh. The movement in this game is just so cool.
Yeah, this is not going to cut it. I'm concerned. Oh, now I'm in the water. I assume you can die in the water, right?
I think so.
We got This Day in Gaming History, Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News coming up. So a whole bunch of stuff still to come. Birthdays. If you want to celebrate a birthday with us, we would love to celebrate a birthday with you. But we're just kind of playing this game because I don't think we got to play this all but the attempt on Friday when our show really wasn't working very well. That was about it.
I can't figure this out. There we go.
I'm gonna come ride with you. I'm underneath you. Oh, you just almost ran me over.
Steering these is different than I was expecting.
It's not the realism of the Wave Runner that you expected.
Well, I was. Oh, this isn't gonna go well.
Oh, I know where I got shot from.
I was kind of expecting it to steer like the vehicles in Warzone. It does not. Not even close.
This map is gigantic.
It's so
Oh, that's
huge.
not what I meant to do. I meant to try to go on the zip line. Couldn't catch it on the way down.
I also keep trying to mantle or mount, and that's not a thing. Oof. All right, I have a
D is
sniper.
what I gotta capture.
Let's do this.
Oh, nah, I missed that. They got D on pretty good lockdown, not gonna lie. We're losing A.
Alright, I'm at D. Oof. The combination of new mechanics and a huge map that I have no idea where anything is not going well.
I'm spending more time in the water than anywhere else. Oh, I got shot just as I was trying to leave. I think we're still winning. Yeah, we're still up. Yeah, and then I was also thinking, like, that question about, you know, bandwagon jumping has to also have some, like, applications for music.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's got to be like, oh, I'm the world's biggest Beatles fan. It's like, oh, I didn't even know the Beatles used to exist. I'm hitting these guys with a turret as they're like walking across the deck, but I can't kill them.
There we go. Blew up that annoying boat that keeps killing me.
I want
Oh,
the
and now
turret.
there's another annoying boat that keeps killing me. We're not,
Ace contested.
not doing so great all of a sudden.
Oh, I got shot from behind. Yeah, I really need to. We probably should work on a loadout after this game because I'm not gonna kill anybody with what I'm using. Oh, that just takes me straight to the water. Okay.
Alright, let's see if I can find someone to snipe.
Oh, so you push forward on it to go faster. Okay.
Yes, it's just weird. Oh, I tried. Oh, interesting. Okay. Tried to jump in the water, landed in a boat.
Tried to jump in the water and I landed in a boat.
Yeah, everyone knows that song.
I got sniped. Get sniped real hard.
The sounds of boats. It's everywhere.
Man, there's just snipers all over the place.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have a... Uh-oh.
I got my first kill.
How do we get off this thing? There we go.
Can I take his gun? Nope, I can't take his gun. Why can't I take his gun? I want his gun.
Well, I got C.
I'm gonna run over-
I had C. Oh, I'm dead. There are so many ways to watch.
He's right there. Nope, he's not right there. There he is. Well, at least like I'm starting to see people a little bit better. Because that's the hard part too when you're adjusting to a new game, new colors and all that stuff. Like it's like,
Right.
Who's the bad guys? Who's the good guys?
Whee!
I'd like to repel this.
Ugh.
Oh, he's behind me.
There's always someone behind you. That's what I'm slowly learning. Getting sniped at.
Just trying to cover fire you. He sniped me.
Ugh. Everyone's scaring me.
Just trying to think of like the numerical order of this is kind of tough, or the alphabetical order too. Like I feel like the layout doesn't make sense to me,
Right.
even
Kind of
though I
all
think
over the
it's.
place.
Oh, I want your gun. Yes. Oh god. Oh god.
Why can't I?
I have stim. God dang it, I'm back to having an MP5. Even in this game, I can't get away from the stupid MP5. Alright, I'm gonna go get A.
I'm by C. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made.
I got shot from underneath the water. That's kind of fun.
I hate the boats. The big, powerful boats. Are
Oh,
annoying.
as opposed to like the water or the jet ski.
Yeah. Like the big gunboat is kind of obnoxious. And I'm sure it wouldn't be obnoxious if we were also using it. but our team doesn't seem to be using it at all, and so it's just a death boat.
See if I can go find a boat. I found a helicopter. Can I fly this? Nope.
Now, I died. All right, someone's watching A from over there.
Oh, I only found a jet ski.
Yeah. Okay, the sniper that was watching A is dead at least. Nice work. All right, I think we got this.
Should probably also watch my map. I hadn't even thought about that. Okay, I saw a big boat somewhere. Victory! I kind of do like the really flat color scheme. Like how it just nonchalantly throws up victory across the screen. You know, those kind of things are pretty cool. Game and Morning Show 633. That was a long first game and a very long initial topic. So we were going to get straight into Gaming Morning News. Morning Show, morning gaming news, news about gaming and the news. We're going to do that here in a second. This day in gaming history. Birthday's coming up in just a bit. I know why you're laughing at me. So we're going to get right into it. We'll do that in a second. All right. We're asking you about what frontrunner do you commonly get accused of rooting for, of being a bandwagon fan. It could be anything. It doesn't have to just be sports, but it could be sports. Lakers won the NBA title. I got some Cleopatra news. The movies coming up. I got National Kick Butt Day coming up. Whole bunch of good stuff still to come. But right now, at 6:34 West Coast time, 9:34 on the East, it's time to go to the newsroom. Here's Sean.
Good morning. Today is Monday, October 12th, 2020, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. Like I said at the top of the show, lighter day today. But you know, I didn't want to start off a Monday with stressing you out and making you answer some questions. So I scrounged up some news that came out during the weekend, and so I figured we'd talk about that, especially since it fits with most of the topics we've been talking about recently, and that is PlayStation 5 news. We got some details on the PlayStation 5 backwards compatibility. Of course, this has been a saga. If you've been at the edge of your seat waiting for PlayStation 5 news, about someone somewhere said PlayStation 5 would be backwards compatible, so someone, not Sony, decided that meant PlayStation 5 would play all video games ever. And then when PlayStation was like, whoa, it'll be backwards compatible for PlayStation 4 games, everyone freaked out. And then small pieces of news came out where there was some question about how PlayStation 4 saves would be transferable to the PlayStation 5. And I think it was Marvel Spider-Man Remastered came out and said that saves would not be transferable from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5. And so everyone was like, no saves are transferable from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5. And so Sony had to come back out and set everything straight. Number one, most PlayStation 4 games are playable on the PlayStation 5, so it is backwards compatible. I think they said more than 99% of the current games available on the PlayStation 4 will be playable on the PlayStation 5. There's a small list of PlayStation 4 games that will not be playable on the PlayStation 5, and that'll be our next topic. But for the PlayStation 4 games on the PlayStation 5, save transfer will be up to the developers. So although the games will be playable, whether or not you can transfer your save from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 will be up to the developer. And for example, the saves for Spider-Man Miles Morales, or Spider-Man, as we've called it, are transferable from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5, but not Spider-Man Remastered. And that was a decision on Insomniac Games' side. So don't freak out about your saves. Most developers, especially first-party developers, will probably make your saves transferable. So if for some reason you're going to be playing Ghost of Tsushima and you started it on your PlayStation 4, you want to finish it on your PlayStation 5, like I might, then you'll probably be fine. So don't freak out.
Freaking out, man.
I'm telling you, people just making assumptions with this whole PlayStation 5 launch. They hear one thing and they freak out. Sony's also bringing back remote play for PlayStation 5, which was a feature on the PlayStation 4 that some people used. I tried it out a couple times. It wasn't great, but I would try it again with my current setup. So you could try that out. The DualSense controller should work for PlayStation 4 games, but they flat out said, like, if you want your best experience, use a DualShock 4. Use a DualShock 4 for your PlayStation 4 games and a DualSense for your PlayStation 5 games. That list I promised you, so get ready. This is a long one. So if these are the only games you play on PlayStation 4, you may not want to buy a PlayStation 5. Games that will not work on the PlayStation 5: DWVR, Afro Samurai 2 Revenge of Kuma Volume 1, TT Isle of Man Ride on the Edge 2, Just Deal With It, Shadow Complex Remastered, Robinson the Journey, We Sing, Hitman Go Definitive Edition, Shadewind, and Joe's Diner. If those are your jam, be careful. Also, you're probably not buying a PlayStation 5 if those are the games you care about. Everyone else, you should be fine.
We're safe.
We're safe.
And that's what
Cod
matters.
Bakwa wasn't on that list, so we should be good. And always last but never ever least, we finish off today's gaming morning show, morning gaming news, with the world-renowned segment within a segment. This is what is out today. Turns out the list of games that don't work on the PlayStation 5 is longer than the list of games that is out today. We have Epicinium out on PC and Mac, Isoland, the amusement park, out on PC and Mac, Pedal Crash out on Switch, and for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning, Rhyme Storm out on PC.
Rhyme Storm out on PC. I'm trying to tweet Rhyme Storm as we speak. The freestyle rapping rhythm game. I like that one though. Isoland.
The amusement park.
Have you seen on HBO Max the advertisements for Class Action Park?
Oh yeah.
I kind of want to watch that.
You should, because the story, that amusement park that they tell the story of, is bonkers. It's straight up bonkers. If you hear someone, and I think it'll be better in that format because you'll get some, B-roll footage of things. But if you just listen to a podcast, which is how I was introduced to it, you listen to a podcast and they talk about this, it sounds like they're just making crap up. There's no way that's real. And then you research it and you're like, holy crap, that was real. It's that's terrifying. So you should for sure watch that and then let me know what you think.
Okay. So out today, Rhyme Storm for PC. Will it be our name of the month? Stay tuned to find out as we pick a game each month to be our name of the month. We have our name of the month for August done. We have a name of the month for September. And at some point, we are going to play all of these games. And when we do, it'll be super exciting. And I also still have to put in the chat what is name of the morning. So I'm doing that right now. I almost spelled name of the morning.
Name of the morning.
Name of the morning to you. All right, it's in there. Name of the morning out for PC. It is now 6:41 West Coast time. Thanks for being with us. Gaming Morning Show on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Now you can search us on YouTube and also find past interviews and pieces that we've done, including Reese Manick joined us last week, talked about Throw Me in the River. It was our first interview on the show, so we keep talking about it. It was super fun. I also want to give a shout out to Latinx. Excuse me, got my throat caught. In gaming, Latinx in gaming, they raised over $7,000 for Unidos Online. They had a series of streams this weekend. I tuned into one that kind of caught my eye. It was about building communities online, which was kind of relevant to this show and seeing some of the things that people have ran into before, and how to manage discords, which is something that I don't know, Sean. I don't know if I'm prepared to manage a Discord, to be honest. But that's something that's important for a channel like this. So we're working on it for sure. But that one is it was a lot of fun to just watch and connect with some of the people through Twitter that host shows through them. I'll be excited, but that was kind of a fun thing to watch. I mean, I spent most of Saturday tuning into newer streams that I haven't seen before or that run news sites. So kind of that idea of community building was a lot of what my Saturday focused on, and it was super fun. So
nice.
So Latinx in gaming raised over $7,000 for Unidos Online. I will tweet that out from the Gaming Warning Show. You can find us on Twitter at WatchGMS. He is sports.gaming, and I am Hefty Goof. I mean, that was something too. You found Doctor doing cool stuff in the gaming world too yesterday, or this weekend.
Digital Doc Games, recent medical school grad, who's doing a lot of stuff to, bridge that gap. And we've talked about, I know you and I personally have talked about it before, but bridge that gap between what the stigma of gaming is and what gaming can be, especially in the medical and health realms. And one of the cool things he's doing to highlight accessibility in video games is he's doing a full playthrough of The Last of Us 2 blindfolded, to highlight what gaming with visual impairment is like. So that's pretty cool. So check him out on Twitch. There we go. Twitch, and he's on Twitter. Digital Doc Games.
Okay, so this is one we did play.
That was gonna be my motorcycle.
Not anymore, sucker.
There's some guy that stole it. His name is Hefty Gua.
Okay. So you just gotta be able to steer with this one. Oh yeah. What the heck? I'm just cruising all over the place.
Oh,
Almost tried to run that guy over. I've taken so many bullets.
Where are you taking him?
Okay, now I'm actually going to concentrate on shooting people. Here we go. What are we playing? Are we playing Domination? Yep.
Yeah, that's that same mode where we have 5 flags. It's going less well this time.
Oh, there's 2 people over there. Okay.
Alright, well, they're moving in packs.
Oh, it just missed. Oh, right over his head a whole bunch of times. That's probably out of the map, isn't it?
Boo.
Jeez Louise. Man, we're about to be completely run down here.
We got E at least.
There's a lot of open space on this map.
Yeah, there's. Kaboom. I blowed up. Grenades are sneaky in this game. Sneaky grenades.
Oh god, there's someone behind me.
There's, I swear their team is moving in like 3 packs because I only run into groups of 3 or 4.
I wanted that AK. Let me pick it up, please. Gosh, and by the time I do, I get shot. Okay. Yeah, I gotta keep remembering I don't have a stun on me. I keep trying to use my tactical, and all I'm doing is stimming when I don't have any stim, and basically doing nothing. Tell you what, there is not a shortage of fixed weapons in this game, though.
No,
I find like
definitely
a turret
not.
gun every like 4
They're
feet.
they're all over the place, and they're powerful, but you're pretty exposed on them. So I think they did a good job of finding that balance. You know, they're good enough that it's not like the shield turrets in Modern Warfare, where if someone's on one of those, your only chance is to blow it up.
Load up.
Blow it up.
Just missed a whole bunch.
It's not looking good.
No, we're fine. We win these.
They really want to take E. The only thing we would be able to do is keep them from taking E. Ugh, the artillery. I think we need to go on an undercover mission and go get into their spawn.
So where are we going?
I think we need to tunnel underground because they seem to have every avenue blocked. So, do you have your shovel?
There's so much shooting. I mean, we could get a motorbike. Those are easy to drive. Can you go out this way? Nope, that's rules. That's a front.
Ugh. Alright, well, I got a few of them and helped get D. As long as that counts. And they.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, back on E.
Oh my gosh, why are there 2 people going at the same time? I'm so bad at this game so far. I don't even know what my gas mine really is for, to be honest.
It's free. It's for mining some gas.
Is everyone carrying the same weapons?
Man, there's just so many of them all the time.
Man, they were stacked and I couldn't shoot them both. That left side's hard to work through. What side are you trying to work through?
I've tried both. They both suck.
Oh, jeez, that's a bad guy. Ran right into his muzzle.
Oh, I'm level 10.
Nice. Never had a doubt in my mind.
It played a cool song for me.
There's a helicopter.
Someone slid into me. It didn't end well for me. Alright, I'm gonna set up my little RC car. Oh, someone pushed the wrong button and blew himself up. It wasn't me though. No, it wasn't me. No, it was someone else. I did everything perfectly every time.
There's so many explosions. I think we're still in great shape. You may see that we're down a bunch, but we're definitely fine.
Oh. I got.
I'm having fun.
Ready for some Fall Guys?
No. I'm not having that much not fun. Yeah, you're right. They are just moving in packs.
Boo.
Defeat.
We lost. Weird.
Didn't see that coming.
It was a
Game
close
over,
one, though.
man. Game over. Gaming morning show 6:53 on this Monday, October 12th, 2020. He's Sean. I'm Ryan. Thanks for being with us. Let's take a look at birthdays and this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, we would love to celebrate with you. Let us know in the chat. You can do so by just typing a name, and we will say happy birthday name, except we'll replace that word with their actual name because, you know, we're professional like that. I like one person on this list particularly because I was a big fan of Wolverine, and he's good in The Greatest Showman, and he's good in Les Mis, and I like him. His name's Hugh Jackman, and he's 52 today.
Never heard of him.
No, I don't think it's gonna work out. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. I don't know necessarily why. There's nothing specific that he's done, but I just really like him. So looks good for
Sure.
52, if you know what I mean, too.
Yeah, he does. It makes us all feel bad about ourselves.
Kirk Cameron's 50, which, you know, he's younger than Hugh Jackman, and he feels like he's been around a lot longer, but that's because he was a kid when he was in Growing Pains. So, I played Mike Seaver. Big Growing Pains fan?
Not big, but I liked it.
Tyler Blackburn is 34 today. He is an actor. He's been on Charmed and Roswell. And then there's Josh Hutcherson, turns 28. So Bree, my wife, watched one of the Hunger Games. I think it was the last one the other day. And I'm telling you, the Hemsworth guy, like 4,000 open alligators toward him compared to Josh Hutcherson. Like, what was his name? Katniss and Peta. No, it was all about Chris or Liam. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Liam because isn't Chris Thor?
Yes.
Or do I have that backwards?
No, you got it.
Okay, yeah.
I just like your I like your open alligators reference.
That's because he's so much better than Peta. I mean, I just don't even like Peta's name. Okay, Peta. Yeah. I tell you what, watching the last Hunger Games after having watched someone's explainer video of like the way that they conveyed certain things, it's like really interesting because it's like, yeah, okay, I'd still buy that, or no, you're putting fluff where there's no fluff. But Bodie Miller, 43, the former Olympic skater, I think he was the one who also tried to be. No, that wasn't Bodie Miller. There was another Olympic skier who also played college football, like Colorado. And then he tried to play professional football for a while and did some things well, but it wasn't Bodie Miller, I don't think.
No, I don't think that was him.
Let's see. Brian J. Smith, 39 today. Jordan Pundick from Newfound Glory is 41 today. Raise your hand if you've seen Newfound Glory in concert. Raise your hand if it was your idea. It was not my idea, but I went. It wasn't bad. They were the better part. They were actually not the headliner. They opened for Good Charlotte. And I watched Good Charlotte in concert, and that's an experience. So,
That is music.
Take 6 R&B singer Claude McKnight, 58 today, and Marty McGuire from Courtyard Hounds and the Chicks is 51 today. Country singer. That's our list of names. But did I mention Hugh Jackman? Yeah. Let's see. This day in gaming history.
You missed a birthday in the chat. Someone said a name.
Happy birthday to a name. The best name. I said we'd replace the name though, so now we have to make up a name. Hey, this day is the Lakers' latest NBA championship. Their 17th is 1 day old. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers on winning their 17th championship.
That's a lot of championships.
It's in fact a NBA most, tied now with the Celtics.
Kind of a one-trick pony, aren't they?
Only good at winning NBA championships. Is that what you're saying?
That's all they got.
That's all they do. Let's see. A couple of this day in gaming histories. '01 in Japan, the 11th annual Tokyo Game Show was held. Let's see. They had different things like the Xbox shown for the first time in Japan. Sega showed Virtua Fighter 4. That was for PS2, and I will tell you that for the longest time, Virtua Fighter I always thought was Virtual Fighter. Like, for a very long time. It was out in arcades. I played it. I think I was king, and I hope that was Virtual Fighter. And I ended up playing, like, for 5 years, and then one day I read the sign, and it was like, oh, it's Virtua Fighter. And I would love to know, #video game expert, why it was Virtua instead of Virtual.
I don't know, but I can do some research.
Damn right you can. That's why you are, in fact, the #video game expert. Like, it's not like a title that I just gave you. And plus there was like a Virtua Tennis. Like, it was a series. It was like a naming convention. But I don't know why. I want to know why. Namco Museum video game came out for GameCube this date in 2002. Had different things like Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, Galaga, Pole Position. Pole Position was fun.
Pole Position was fun.
And then Galaxian. Okay. 2004, Nintendo released Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door video game for GameCube. Here's another thing about Mario, is I think underrated was Mario Paint. Mario Paint came out for SNES, and that game had like a user interface control thing. I think it had like its own drawing tablet or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun. And then now when I see Paper Mario, that's what I think of. As I think of Mario Paint, which is not the same thing.
Not at all.
2004, Microsoft released Outrun 2 for the Xbox. 2004, Majesco releases Blood Rain 2 for Xbox and PS2. And then 2010, 2K Sports released NBA 2K11 for the PlayStation 2, Xbox 360. That was the year after the Lakers won their last NBA title. That's right. Everyone was wondering about all the Lakers championships. Yep, they had 5 with Kobe, and the last one that he won was 2009 when they beat the Celtics. The year after they beat the Orlando Magic. Oh, I guess 2010 is technically, so it was after the 2009 season that they beat the Celtics. The year before, they had beaten Dwight Howard's Orlando Magic, who now is an NBA champion, I think for the first time, with the Los Angeles Lakers. Man, it's amazing how everything just keeps coming full circle. I think one of my biggest nerdy things is after there is a championship, I love going to Wikipedia and seeing how fast somebody updates the championships. You just know that there's somebody just sitting on there being like, yep, I'm gonna do it first. Yep, I'm gonna make it.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Somewhere in some third world country, they're getting Wikipedia pages where the other team won.
That's a play on the t-shirts, right?
Yeah. Where I'm sure you've heard this before, but in chat, I'm sure you've heard this as well, where they, at the conclusion of a championship game, the Lakers immediately put on hats that say Lakers world champions forever and ever. So somewhere there's a box of hats that say the opposite.
Miami Heat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so, and they donate those to places that are in need of clothing, and so that was the phrase for when the Bills made 4 straight Super Bowls. Is there's some place in this world that thinks the Buffalo Bills are the most dominant team of all time. So
they went on that run.
All right. Well, that's this day in gaming history. Birthdays. It's a kind of a calm, get you started morning, isn't it? Yeah.
We're gonna pick it up in the second hour with some Fall Guy.
No, we gotta play the beta as long as it's out. It's important. But we will have 10 sports teams filled with bandwagon fans, which I guarantee is a completely objective list. There is no way that somebody put that together with any sort of bias whatsoever.
So that list is basically 10 sports teams that have been good for some time.
Kind of. Or I am so mad at the world that I'm going to just rage for a second and build a list. It's also from Bleacher Report, which, can get a little ragey from time to time. So we'll have that for you. We'll rehash out some gaming headlines from this morning. We got a lot still to come on Gaming Morning Show, so stick with us. He's Sean, I'm Ryan. We're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Happy Monday.
When you're playful, give it time. I'll make you mine, girl, your hand in mine. I'll lead you far away, girl, so divine. Our lips touch, our eyes close. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, our world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. Your body on me. I want you to stay.
I've been right here for a long time. I've seen your dreams in the night sky. You know I want you to be mine. But you won't make it that easy. You're not the type to fall in deep. You know that really you want me. Just stay. You're like a song stuck on replay. Your smile is always in my way. I know you know that you need me. It's not a secret that we keep. So just admit you see me.
if I could be the trees, I would like to be the highest. And if I could be a hero, I would like to be Superman. And if I could be magic, I would like to be love. And if I could be the best one, I would like to be honest. And if I could be someone, I would like to be me.
Morning Gamer Gaming Morning Show continues on Monday, October 12th, 2020. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be. I am Ryan. He is Sean. Liam Hemsworth is much more better than Josh Hutcherson. How much better? Let's see. I put 4 open alligators for you specifically in the tweet that is going out right now at WatchGMS. And that's how you can find us on Twitter. He is sports.gaming. I am Hefty Goof. Coming up, 10 sports teams filled with bandwagon fans, as this is, whether Sean knows it or not, a Lakers stand stream now, because we are Lakers fans, aren't we, Sean? Just huge, gigantic Lakers fans.
I'm a Lakers supporter.
Oh, you support the supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. You support me. You let me put it on yesterday. Okay, I have a Seahawks gripe, by the way. I don't have a lot to logically dislike the Seahawks, but it just happened to be because I lived about 14 months in Washington State, and it happened to coincide with like their rise to being good, which goes back to this bandwagon idea. And I had a big beef with this group of fans called Nike Hawks, which I couldn't figure out, how they didn't know that there was a football team in Seattle since 1979. But these fans that were all of a sudden super into the Seahawks didn't have anything but Nike jerseys, which had come out like the year that they started to be good. And I bring this all up because yesterday, turn on Sunday Night Football in your house for the first time all evening, and Minnesota's up 13-0, and I looked at that game and I'm like, the Seattle Seahawks will win that game in the last couple minutes. It'll probably be something like, I don't know. Okay, the score had changed by the point I said this part. The score will be something like 30-29 or something like that. And sure enough, Seattle won with like 20 seconds left, and there was not a doubt in my mind that Seattle would win that game. It's so annoying.
For sure. So a couple things related to this. Number one, did you watch the end of the game?
I did.
Did you see the last what they ruled a fumble, then they review it, and everyone on the media side is like, oh well, clearly that's a forward pass, they'll get one more shot at this, and the refs are like, we're ready to go home, game over.
Yeah,
I don't care. Forward, no, it's a fumble, we're going home. It's raining, I'm cold, it's over, we're out of here.
I mean, at that point, there was no reason for the Vikings to stay on the field anymore anyway. So even if they had reversed it, it's just like Minnesota. They did everything they were supposed to do in that game, and it's a typical lose at Seattle kind of game. Yeah, other than the fact that there weren't any fans in the seats. So,
the other thing is when I was in, probably like 6th grade, someone gave me. Gave our family, it wasn't like a gift to me, but they were like, here's stuff that we have that we don't want, and in it was this like windbreaker Seahawks jacket, and my mom was like, well, do you want this? I was like, no. I hated football. I didn't watch football at the time. My parents didn't watch football, so I didn't grow up watching football. I was like, I barely know who the Seahawks are. I'm never gonna wear that. And looking back on it, I wish I had kept it, because it'd be this really cool like retro Seahawks jacket that I could give to someone. But I don't have it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I actually do have a handful of good non-Nike Seahawks fan in my life. I was like, ooh, if you still have that. Also because the Seahawks used to be in the AFC West, and I love their old color scheme. I wish they would go back to it. Had the silver helmet and the less pissed off Seahawk. Because this happened in like 2002 when Seattle switched their jerseys to the blueberry jerseys. They also switched their logo, and the Cardinals did the same thing, and the Dolphins did the same thing. It was no longer fine to just have like an emblem on your helmet it had to be an angry one. And so the best example is the Cardinals, because the Cardinals helmets did not change. They've always been, since they've been in Phoenix at least, they've always been, actually I even think since they were in Chicago or St. Louis, or I think they were in all of those places. It's always been this white helmet with the Cardinal that you see it now, but all they did was take like the eyebrow and put it downward because it was angry all of a sudden. And that was the change that they made.
It's no longer a family-friendly logo.
Well, and then the Dolphins now have this, like, you know, airline-looking dolphin thing. But before, they used to have the one jumping through the ring, and they did the same thing. Before, it was a little more like 70s or 80s, like, retro art. And so they kind of gave it more of a you know, solid, flat finish. But then they also did the same thing. They took the eyebrow, and they made the dolphin really mad.
It's gotta be mad.
And so they did the same thing.
You gotta be mad if you're playing football.
And they did the same thing with the Seahawks logo, and at least they kind of kept it true, but it was designed, I think, originally based around Native American art, based around a totem pole. Thank you.
Right, yeah.
And there was no reason to make it angry and more commercialized, because that's kind of the cool thing that at least I feel like the Seahawks have done, and again, Ben would know better than me, that they've kind of tried to keep ties to the Pacific Northwest. And it would have been neat for them to kind of just keep that as was, as opposed to having to make it more marketable. But everyone's trying to sell jerseys. I mean, it's the same reason the Broncos switched their jersey, was they wanted something that was more modern and more marketable. And Nike, sure. I mean, Nike did the Broncos jersey before they did the Oregon Ducks transition. And the Oregon Ducks transition is probably the best example of Nike-ness in sports, you know, all time at this point.
Oh, I know. I don't want on that. I just want to reload. Yeah, I think the success Oregon has had has ruined jerseys and team branding for any of us that like the classic looks, because you can't just have like classic jersey. You have to have that style of jersey. You have to have like 50 combinations, and some of them have to look like highlighters.
Yeah, and that created a revolution, and then everyone had to jump on board, because it took Oregon from nothing football wise and made them good in football, but also a whole bunch of other sports. They became better by using that formula, but they also had the unique relationship with Nike. I think the problem is too many other places have tried to model themselves after that, and some have been successful, but you just can't make 130 other programs in the country successful using the same playbook.
Yeah, that's never gonna work. And I like classic jerseys. I like classic logos, which makes me really happy that USC is like stubborn with their jerseys, and like they always like, we don't put our names on the back of jerseys, and it for the most part our uniforms haven't had huge changes over, you know, decades and decades, and I like that.
Well, and I especially like it for USC too, because they've done that despite not having the success that they were experiencing. It would be one thing it's one thing for like these programs that tried to change because they just were never good. USC's just struggled to go back to where they were in the mid 2000s, and they could have easily been like, you know what, fine, we're gonna make 13 different alternate uniforms, and that's how we're gonna return to our prominence. But they've avoided that temptation and still tried to live on tradition.
For better or worse. Which, unfortunately, tradition at USC for a long time was, hey, we need to hire a head football coach who worked with Pete Carroll once. And that went poorly.
So do you like Pete Carroll?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I enjoyed him more when he was my football coach. But I really enjoyed his coaching at USC. It helps that we were good, but even after I graduated, when the heyday had ended, but we were still, playing well. I liked him. I also think, and might just be biased, but I think having a very defensive-minded head coach is beneficial, and I think he has a really good defensive mind.
I'm just impressed he still has his mind at 78 years old.
It's a matter of time before he does something where people are like, oh, well, he's clearly senile. We got to get him out of here.
But Pete Carroll is the youngest looking 80-year-old I've ever seen in my life.
It's true.
Yeah, I want to say it's him and Belichick are the oldest coaches in the NFL. And Pete Carroll and Bill. Actually, Bill doesn't look that old, but Bill definitely looks older than Pete.
Yeah. And he looks less healthy.
I don't know. You seen those guns and those sleeveless hoodies?
I think that's the thing that always surprises me about Pete Carroll, is he just looks so youthful and energetic for how old he is. Ow, ow. I was trying to come help you, then I got blowed up. Nice work.
I just need... Again, remember that time that we played one of these games? And after we were done, I was like, oh, I need to make a class next time. I still need to do that, because I'm not going to be able to finish as many fights. It's so long range compared to what this MP7 is designed for.
I'm gonna die on D. Here I go. This time I'm gonna die on D.
Oh, he jumped down. Nice play.
I'm just out in the open. Gonna die on D. I didn't die. Wow. Impressive. Gotta reload.
Oh, I'm defending a zone that we actually already have captured.
Ugh. Boo.
We definitely got him here.
Oh. The guy I was shooting blew up.
This is a really hard map to get to the other side of.
Yeah, for sure.
I do like how quickly this game gets in and out of transitions.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, I'm dropping artillery. I don't know really what that means. Oh, you can drop it on the enemies. I see. I'm gonna put up a gas grenade too, because it's a thing that I have. That I definitely know how to use. Okay, follow your spy plane here, Ryan. Let's get over here.
You know what I just noticed? I'm gonna die. There aren't nearly as many doors in this game. Like all these buildings.
Yeah.
I feel like in Modern Warfare would have doors.
Yeah, you were running through tons of doors. There were doors for days.
All right, they're pushing E super hard. There were like 4 of them in there.
I think B is open. Nope, there's someone now in B.
All right, got E back. I'm gonna drive my little remote control car.
There is a party going on at D. They're just the bad people are just hanging out, having some beers, talking about the Lakers championship.
Are they for it?
Of course. I mean, they've been with the Lakers since at least 2020. Come get. I'm fine.
All right.
Oh, dang it. It's contested. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh, I missed so many shots. Woof! Game over, man.
We didn't do it.
We lost.
We didn't do as poorly as the last time we played this map. Note what they did in this game that always bugged me about Modern Warfare is in this best play cinematic, they keep the colors consistent. So the enemy team got best play, so he's killing a bunch of people with blue nameplates. Whereas in Modern Warfare, whoever you're watching, they're always killing people with red nameplates.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
And so I always get confused about like whose team they're on. But this one, it's clear. They're killing blue people. That was the enemy that got that.
It takes a
They did a good
really long time to get us out of the game, though. Holy cow. That kill cam went forever, and then I'm sitting here like spamming, trying to get us out to the lobby so we can do our top list of the day. And I'm just like waiting. All right, it is now 7:25 West Coast time, 10:25 on the East. He's Sean, I'm Ryan. You're watching Gaming Morning Show, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv. We are now the official Twitch stream of the Los Angeles Lakers. We have that partnership finalized because we've rooted for them since yesterday, and that's important. Okay, listen, full disclosure, I rooted for them since I was a child, but only in the supporter sense. They've never made me mad or sad, so... All right, this list is from 2015, so 5 years old. Can't think of a lot of scenarios that might have changed in the last 5 years. Maybe the Vegas Golden Knights getting fanhood because they became a team. I mean, Patriots were still in there. I don't think there's any teams that we have to be aware of. Maybe Clemson on the college football side.
Yeah, Clemson could be. Can you call people? So the Knights become a thing, and you have a whole group of people that are like, we're Knights fans. Technically, they're bandwagon fans. That's your only option with a brand new team, right?
Okay, so then the distinction becomes really blurred, right? Were you a Knights fan from the start of their inaugural season? Or did you become a Knights fan about playoff time when they made the Stanley Cup final in their first ever season? Because they're like, oh, when did you... Can I see the receipt for your Knights sweater, please? Are we talking October or are we talking June here? Because there's definitely a difference. And it is always tough, too, with an expansion team. It's also tough with relocations as well. But yeah, here's our top 10 list from Bleacher Report. Again, 2015, Nick Domingo put this one together. And number 10 on this list, or number 1, he's not going 10 down, he's going 1 up. So the first one is the Seattle Seahawks, which makes complete sense. He reads in the first paragraph, it pains me to add Seattle to this list since I live here and could easily get my place egged once some of the 12s read this. But sadly, new Hawks fans, editorial, Nike Hawks, are some of the most bandwagon in sports. Of course, there's that's not to discount the effect they have on the team while playing at home as they pack CenturyLink Field, one of the loudest fan base in all sports. All right, listen, if you're going to build a stadium that you want open air, make sure that you put eaves over the top of the majority of your fans, and your stadium will get much louder than it actually is. And that's one of the biggest things that CenturyLink has going for it, is it has roof space over the majority of the stadium. So it's like playing in a dome in a lot of ways. They just happen to have the open air roof. So that helps a lot with the aesthetics and the acoustics. But yeah, I agree with that for sure. And I want to say, Ben, you are one of them. There are many, many good Seahawks fans out there. It's just that all of a sudden a lot more people realize they played in 2013. Chicago Blackhawks are on this list. And this is the same kind of thing too. And this is why it's tough, because I'm also a Broncos fan, and admittedly, we've had, until the last 5 to 10 years other than our Super Bowl, which still sounds stupid to say. We've just, I mean, the Broncos had like 3 losing seasons in my lifetime now. And so I'm coming from a pretty privileged place when it comes to a sports fan because there wasn't much losing in my lifetime. I mean, the Broncos were horrible from 1960 to like 1975. And then they made the Super Bowl in 77, and they made 3 in the 80s, and it just kind of all went, and they were always in contention, right? Ever since they traded for Elway. And so, yeah. So whereas the Blackhawks, right, when I was doing sports radio, I was producing a show, and I happened to fill in during the Stanley Cup final. It was my first fill-in experience in the show, and I had to talk about the Blackhawks, and someone sent me a thing. Apparently they hadn't been to a Stanley Cup or won a Stanley Cup since like the 60s, and this was kind of their return to prominence. And that's a really long way to go where I was going with this, which is it's tough when you have a franchise that was founded in the 40s or whatever, it could have been the 20s, and then they're just so bad for so long that people forget about them. You know, the Cubs were kind of in that area for a long time.
Yeah, it is tough, and I think it's easy with your example of the Seahawks because of the branding change and especially the who's manufacturing the jerseys. It's very obvious how old your jersey is. But like the Angels, for example, I don't have Angels stuff. I don't have an Angels cap. I don't have an Angels jersey. If they went on a run and won the title next year, I'm not going to buy an Angels cap and an Angels jersey. But if I were, even being a fan, then you toe that line of like, I didn't see you wearing Angels stuff before, and now they won, and you're, Angel ball cap everywhere you go. But and then you toe that line of.
But see, what you're talking about to me is that difference between fan and supporter. You've been like a lifelong supporter of the Angels, but you're not watching 162 games a year,
right?
And if they win or lose, you're just like, I'm not going to have a good day tomorrow, right? But that's my definition of a fan. It doesn't mean that you can't call yourself a fan, but absolutely lifelong supporter, or if I'm even trying to loosen my terms, like lifelong casual fan. Yeah, that's absolutely. It's not like you were an Angels fan only after you were a Giants fan and only after you were a Dodgers fan, right? Like you've been Angels since you latched onto baseball.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect example. I'm looking at the Blackhawks, right? 60, 61, they won the Stanley Cup. Their next Stanley Cup was 2009, 2010. And their last conference championship prior to 09-10 was 91-92. So we're talking about gaps of like 20 years even between, some sort of playoff success. Atlanta Hawks, they are on this list. I don't know much about the Atlanta Hawks, so I'm just moving on. Toronto Blue Jays, that's an odd one to have on this list too, but they were really good in the early 90s and then kind of went away for a very long time until probably early part of the 2010s. The Florida Gators are on this list. He says, I'm not saying the Florida Gators don't have great fans. They do, but do they have more fans today sitting at number 8 in the nation? Again, this is 2015. With a chance to win a national title than they did during the past few seasons under former head coach Will Muschamp. But, they had Tim Tebow and Urban Meyer. That's an odd one to have on this list. Who vetted this? The Texas Rangers were kind of Blackhawksy, where they just weren't in contention, and then they made, I think, back-to-back World Series, like in 09, 010. Notre Dame, that's an interesting one, because I know USC plays them quite a bit.
Well, Notre Dame's just such a, classic team, I mean, they have a whole movie about Rudy.
I'm going to bring my jersey into your office and put it down and say, I'm not going to play with you anymore until our watchers get a chance to play with you. It's going to be my shtick. Miami Heat was a good example. They won in 04 kind of unexpectedly with Dwayne Wade. That was kind of a breakout thing. And then LeBron went to Miami, and then all of a sudden everyone loved Miami. So they made, I think, 4 straight finals, won 2 of them. Arizona Cardinals.
How'd they do this year?
Miami Heat, they made the NBA Finals, and then they lost to LeBron.
How would they lose to?
They lost to our Los Angeles Lakers. That's
and
right.
It just reposted Lakers win NBA title in the chat. That was such good timing.
Arizona Cardinals on this list, but they had that one Super Bowl appearance. And the Chicago Cubs, which this was 2 years removed from when they... Oh, no, this was the year before. They won in 2016, so a year before they won their championship to end the drought dating back to 1908. So, I don't know. Point being is I'm a huge NFL fan. I am a very big hockey fan. It's hard to be a like dedicated fan of any sport, let alone the sports that aren't football that play 80 games a year. I mean, like trying to watch, I think I probably average close to like 45 Flames games that I watch from start to finish in the regular season. That's really hard to accomplish.
That's a lot.
I know.
Those are long games.
I know. The best thing about hockey, though, is you get the intermissions. And especially being a hockey fan that is also a parent, is those intermissions are valuable because you do have a chance to try to get some stuff done in between, you know, bedtimes and dinners and those kind of things. All right.
Baseball's tough for me because I would love to watch every game. I would love to watch a dozen games. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It makes me sad. I used to watch Angels games all the time. That was living in Southern California surely helped because they were just always on. But we would always have them on while we were, you know, around at home and eating dinner because my dad liked it. I liked it. And then we moved to Oregon, and my dad was like, "I'm not watching baseball anymore." It's like, okay.
Well, and that also
we don't watch anymore.
And that was also rough too because you moved during a time when things like MLB Extra Innings and MLB.TV didn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, or at least if it did, it was right at the beginning, and it just becomes so hard to stay a fan of a team from out of your market.
Yeah.
If you can't. And that's also like an accessibility thing too. Like, you know, those packages are super expensive too. And so let's say you do love your Dodgers or whatever, but you move from LA to a different part of the country, you know, it costs a lot of money to be able to continue watching them. And that's, you know, clearly an issue too. So yeah, I mean, I have my definition of a fan, and it is completely subjective. So I'm not trying to make anyone upset. It's just that is how I define it because it's so hard to be a fan of a team and then never get to watch them. So,
well, and I think it also works well for you and is important for you just because you are so passionate about sports, and not just personally but professionally, that having someone to root for, like I don't have a basketball team. I don't even have a team that I would say I'm a supporter of, just because I don't care too much about basketball. I'll watch it. I enjoy going to basketball games live. But other than that, like I've never been super into basketball. Whereas if you didn't have someone to root for, to give yourself a reason to keep watching and being invested in the basketball season, all of a sudden you're losing one major sport where you're not in touch with.
yeah.
But you also can't afford to have any more teams that you get emotionally invested in, because that's exhausting. So I think that distinction for you works and is important. And I think that's, for me, it's more fluid. Like I would say I'm an Angels fan, even though I don't get emotionally invested most of the time. Like if the Angels were doing really well and they were in the postseason and had a chance to make a run, and I was actually watching every game and I was more in touch with what was going on, I would get more emotionally invested. But for a regular season where half the time the Angels do pretty well for the first half of the season, and then they have some key injuries, and then they start, losing all over the place. I can't afford to be emotionally invested in that, but I still enjoy it and watch it.
I finally have one of the big boats.
I like big boats.
It's also incredibly damaged and is going to die soon. Oh no, that's not it. That's how much turret
Come
is
on.
overheated.
Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's unfortunate. Thank you for saving my life, person. I'm in a narrow hallway with only a sniper.
Oh, so I get why the piloting is the way it is. It helps you be able to drive it one-handed.
So that you can still
Fire.
fire. That makes
Yeah.
sense. And I don't think it'll be a bad thing, but it's so different than what I'm used to.
Oh, I'm about to die, clown. Yep. And yet, you had made me think of something regarding subjectivity with the whole fan definition, and now I can't remember what I was going to say, but... I'm going to capture C if you're around. Oh, they're up there. Oh, and that's where, like, that's what I was going to say. So being a supporter of the Lakers, the one advantage of being only a supporter and not emotionally affected is, like, I have become affectionate for the Blazers because I've been in Oregon so long that I've witnessed how tough it is to be a Blazers fan and how easy it is to be a Lakers fan, and to understand just how much the Blazers mean to a state, let alone a city. It's pretty neat to see. And so, like, all I really want is for my Blazers friends to experience some success.
Right.
But, you know, it's easier said than done.
It doesn't hurt that the atmosphere at a Blazers game just seems so, like, positive. Like, I don't know, every time I've been to a Blazers game, it just seems like, you know, everyone's so kind to each other, and man, sniping's not going well right now. There we go. I don't know, I just always enjoy Blazers games.
All right, I'm with you. We're moving to A. We're the new A team. This water's got to be super cold. I'd just like to point that out.
Haha, you can't hit me. This is bulletproof. Suckers. Oh, now they can hit me. I died.
Okay, just trying to figure out how to use that. Oh man, this aim down sight speed is pretty slow. Oh jeez. Holy cow, he walked right into my scope. That was terrifying.
Alright, I'm going back to A.
Oh, did we lose it?
Yeah. Right after we got it, someone came in and took it.
This is my hiding spot.
This is my hiding spot. Let's hide here together.
We've contributed 78%. Guy at 313. Missed him.
Ow. My knees. I'm gonna try to go over to C.
Shoot
See
these
what things are like over there. Ow, ow, ow.
Gosh, it's so hard to swing on that. alpha. I am at alpha. I am alpha. I will admit, I don't get the water play. It's tough, but it's
Yeah.
kind of fun and different, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't dislike it, but I'm also not good at it.
Losing Charlie, losing Delta. Go on, repeat that. Yes.
Making my way to C.
Making my way to C, walking past, hanging out because I'm homebound. He ducked under my melee. Someone saved my life.
I got C.
We captured D.
Repel in use. Who's using? I want to use it. That's weird. Repel seems broken.
Save someone else's life at A.
It's quiet. C.
Man. Hit the shot, Ryan. There we go.
We're gonna push to B. I died. I got blowed up. Oh. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me. I'm coming to A. Don't drown, don't drown, don't drown, don't drown, don't drown.
It's behind me. These games are long.
They are long. We could have played one of the other modes.
Oh, is there another
Shortened up
mode?
some. Yeah, if you do the quick play, it's more of like your typical 3-flag domination type stuff. Alright, I got E.
I thought that guy was dead, but I wasn't 100% sure. There's people up in those windows above C.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'd like to be on the zipline, please. Please? May I be on the zipline? I'd like the zipline, please. Thank you. It's a good snipe, whoever did that.
That was me.
You
Over by
shot
C.
No, I got shot in
Oh.
the back of the head.
You said it right after I sniped someone.
Hey, at least we're winners. We're one of life's
We,
winners.
we're undefeated on this map. Just saying. Oh, why'd he kill me? That was rude.
Gaming Morning Show at 7:47 West Coast time. Let's rehash the news of the morning. Follow us on Twitter. Watch GMS and search the hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News. It is time to go back to the newsroom and check out the headlines of the day. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is still October 12th, 2020, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming Renews.
That's so good. That's better than redo. It's now renews.
First story, some updated details on PS5 backward compatibility. It is both not as good as people thought it was going to be, but not as bad as other people thought it was going to be. So everyone just calm down. Most games will be backwards compatible on PlayStation 5. More than 99% of the over 4,000 PS4 games will be available on PlayStation 5. There is a short list of games which are not. Honestly, of this list, the only games that I even recognize is We Sing, which is like a singing, Guitar Hero vocal type game. And then Hitman Go Definitive Edition. Neither of those would benefit at all from being on the PlayStation 5. So, totally fine. As far as game saves being transferable from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5, that is up to the developers, and we have already seen a mix even within one studio of how they're going to handle that. For example, Insomniac decided that for Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, saves will not be transferable between the PS4 and the PS5, but Spider-Man Miles Morales, they will be. So you just have to look game by game, which saves are going to be transferable, but most games should be playable. And that's it. That's all.
Hashtag GMS
That's the
Morning
tweet.
Gaming News Renews. That's so good. I'm so happy you said that. I'm resharing these all in the chat. I hadn't done that. I wasn't doing my job. I was busy switching us to a different game mode, so. It's really weird too, like the viewer count thing in the chat's not working for me, so I have no clue how many people are actually hanging out with us, so I'm just assuming that nobody is, even though I know people are. I just have not been able to track that as usual, so.
Yeah. Slow day in the chat today.
It's Monday, everyone's out celebrating the Lakers championship, okay?
Everyone's hungover from their bender last night at all the Laker bars.
All the Laker bars, every single one of them were filled to capacity for that Lakers championship. I did tell you about the Cleopatra thing. I didn't get to it last hour. Mm-hmm. They're going to have, I probably say her name wrong still, Gal Gadot.
I feel like it's pronounced a million different ways. And I feel like I've watched her pronounce her name multiple ways.
So she is now.
I think you pronounce the T, though. I think it's Gal Gadot.
Gadot?
Gadot? I don't know.
All right, I'm going to look this up at the break so that I'm doing a better job.
I'll call her.
Hey, Gal, I have a question. It's Sean, Gaming Morning Show. Got a question for you. Oh, we're in it, by the way.
And we're like in it. Joined a match in progress.
So she's been tabbed to play Cleopatra. They're going to have a re-team, and she's going to be working with the same director that she had for Wonder Woman.
That was harder than it should have been.
Patty Jenkins.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. I haven't seen the new one, obviously, because it's not out. We keep having this issue.
You haven't
or
watched
we keep forgetting
the old new one?
It hasn't come out yet. But the first one, Wonder Woman, that is, was really good.
Yes. It's probably the best thing that DC's made through, is it Warner Brothers who's making their movies?
I
want to say yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm with you.
Oh, I almost had A.
Oh, and I almost had it too. I thought you were getting the top guy and I was getting the bottom guy. I thought we had a plan.
Turns out I didn't get either.
I'm with you.
On the escalator?
Yep. Good call out.
See, I like the size of this map. I do like the bigger ones, but this size, we're way more likely to actually do something together.
Yeah. I also think the big size is a good change, but for the occasional playing. So
yeah. The big one has the same issue for me that what's that other mode in Modern Warfare?
Ground War.
Yeah, Ground War. That's the same issue that that one has, for me at least, where it just feels like I'm just running around dying over and over, and I'm not actually contributing to the team play or collecting flags. Even when I am, it just doesn't feel like I'm doing anything helpful.
I very much walked into bullets there. I ran to A. There's someone camping my spot. Yeah, I agree with that assessment of ground war.
So I was hoping the 12v12 didn't have that feeling, but it, for me, it does. Man, B is just hot right now. It's so hot, might have to sneak around and just get A.
I'm on my way to A. I'm on A.
You're on A?
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll
Just watching the
get
ridge.
around there.
I'm looking high. I'm looking high. I almost got one high. We at least got the spot. We're losing it right away, but we had it.
Nope, I got you.
Are you you stayed alive?
I just got there. After you died, I got in and cleaned up the people that were trying to get it. All we did was flip spawns then.
I did that wrong. So what I did was I just threw a C4, accidentally threw it too shallow and stuck it to like a wall. So I went to go pick it up, which you hit square to do. And I was so eager to pick it up, I kept spamming square instead of just holding it, and I blew myself up because that's another way to set off your C4. So my bad. Yeah, good observation on the lack of doors, though.
Yeah, I kind of miss them. But on the bright side, now when I see a door, I just can know I can ignore it. Man, I just I can get double kill after double kill. I just can't get more than that. Halftime. I was like, it's over already? Oof. So close. Hey, there I am. There I am. That's me. I'm
Nice
over
cameo.
there.
Nice cameo. Man. Oh, you're leading in objectives. Close anyway. Breezy's got 14.
All right.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go get C.
I'm gonna go get B. Crap, it's contested. I'm gonna die.
Don't die. All the way around.
Oh, I lost B.
I have infiltrated their spawn. I am by A.
I like how you're whispering.
I don't want anyone to hear me. Uh-oh. Not a spy plane. Oh, they got there just after I finished. There were two of them. Alright, I'm gonna go towards B.
There's one to your left. I got killed by artillery. Trying to supply some sniping cover.
Ow, ow, ow. There are lots of explosions. Man. Alright, we need to make something happen here.
Path to A is pretty clear from our spawn.
Ugh, there's just too many of them. Alright. Man.
I almost have
All right.
A.
Okay, I'm gonna hang out by C and
Gosh,
make sure
dang
we
it.
don't just
Every time I
Flip
get A, the
then
moment
they show up.
yeah, the moment I capture it, I start to move my spot, and I always die. I gotta quit. Just
Yeah.
such a bad habit. I just gotta quit doing it.
Alright, looks like we have a good group at B right now.
Okay, I'm going back to A because I'm mad.
Oh man. Man, this one was close, but it's not looking good. I can't jump over this wall. Alright, we have a good group on B finally. B secure. BE secure.
Oh, I should have beat him. Alright, well, I'll try to hold B with y'all. I failed.
Yeah. Oh man. Boo.
Oh, that I'm shooting at. He's behind me. Yeah, we're gonna lose.
Yep. There's just no way.
Oh, that was a robot car.
A boom boom car?
Boom boom robot car. I'm on my way to A. Shots.
Yeah, they're just so entrenched on B. And they're just gonna take C.
Gosh.
Man, that was a close one though.
Defeat. All right, 8:01 West Coast time, gaming morning show, Monday, October 12th, 2020. Next hour, I'll probably play some more of the games and maybe do some trivia and sports. If we have anyone in the chat, that'd be cool. Otherwise, yeah, just have kind of a chill final hour on this Monday. Thanks for being with us. Hope your week's starting good. He is Sean. I am Ryan. Gaming Morning Show will be back in just a bit. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and a gamingmorningshow.tv.
Here we go again.
Once upon a time, we were both happy. Everything was fine, then suddenly it leave. I was left behind, broken in pieces. Then you'd reappear. Sometimes we all feel a little afraid. We don't put our emotions on display. But I've gotta be strong. I don't wanna know if you feel it too. Your chances are gone, and I don't need you Try to toe the line, make you wanna stay. Asking myself why you keep going away. Don't want more goodbyes, so I've gotta say that although I've tried, sometimes we all feel a little unsure. We don't really know what we're here for, but I've got to move on. I don't wanna know if you feel it too. Your chances are gone, and I don't need you
I wait for you tonight. You're making me reach the sky. I wanted to be with you. I want to dance with you in the forget world. With your touch, with your love, and I want no more. I lose my control. I don't know myself. I lose my control. I don't know myself. I don't know myself. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know myself.
Morning Gamer, Gaming Morning Show continues Monday, October 12th, 2020. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be. He is Sean, I am Ryan. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. A pretty mellow Monday, which makes sense because, you know, old hat. Lakers win an NBA championship. It's only happened 16 other times in NBA history. I mean, it's just silly that it just happened again. No big deal. You know, whatever. I'm over it. You over it? Because I'm over it. You know, whatever.
Old news. I mean, it's not like we're winning any Olympic medals this year.
Right, yeah. Like, go win an Olympic gold and then call me LA. All right. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're talking about bandwagon. If you've ever been on the front end of a trend and became accused of being a bandwagon fan, whether it was in sports or otherwise, let us know in the chat. Sports. That's supposed to happen this hour. We'll see what ends up happening. Yeah.
That's supposed to happen.
We also
Is there anything else to talk about other than the Lakers winning championship?
I mean, what else would you want to talk about? It's kind of silly. I mean,
There was a race.
I'd like to play Satellite. You know, that'd be fun. There was a race yesterday. Yeah, it was an all right race, which was
It was
good.
fine.
I woke Sean up from a dead sleep, which was kind of interesting. So I now know what Sean looks like when he wakes up. So awkward. You don't look awkward. It's awkward that I know. So
I'm surprised it's taken this long to learn that. Hey, did you build a class yet?
no, it's everything's still locked. So I mean, I can build a class, but I can only use one option from each thing. I can't even choose like any of the shotguns yet, so I'm just using them. Something happened at some point. I became level 3 or something, and then I could have more choices, so that was a win. But I think we're just kind of enjoying this COD Bakwa beta. I think that's kind of the moral of this morning.
Mm-hmm. So here's, after playing more of the beta now, which again I don't dislike, but here's my prediction of how our COD Bakwa streaming experience is going to go. We will either continue to play Warzone, or we'll play Zombies, but I don't think we'll play a ton of multiplayer on stream. We probably will from time to time, but it doesn't have that same... There aren't as many hilarious moments as Gunfight.
Well, yeah, and we've talked about likely we'll still play Gunfight because Gunfight's so
we
much
love
fun for
Gunfight.
us. Yeah, we'll still pop in the Modern Warfare disc until we can't pop it in anymore.
If only it was backwards compatible on the PlayStation.
If only we had some morning gaming news, free news about that.
Uh-oh. I was reloading. What are we... Oh, is this just Team Deathmatch?
I think it's just Team Deathmatch. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll stop trying to push to find their flag.
We talked about Gal Gadot and Patty Jenkins rejoining forces for Cleopatra, which is going to be a Paramount release. We talked about Latinx Gaming. Latinx in Gaming is officially the Twitter stream, and they spent yesterday raising over $7,000 for Unidos Online, which was a lot of fun to kind of tune into their content yesterday, or Saturday, excuse me, is when I watched it primarily. And then also today is technically National Kick Butt Day, which doesn't look like it's been celebrated for quite some time. But when it was being celebrated, the idea behind it was today is the day that you go out and you can go kick some butt, damn it. I think the last hashtag I found for it on Twitter was like 2017, so it's again not terribly active. It also apparently was once like used primarily for businesses, so it's like today's the day that you're going to call an extra lead or something, you know, so that kind of thing. But if you're not interested in celebrating National Kick Butt Day for business reasons, here's some things you can do. You can teach a child to read today. You can wait. I got more. You can donate to a food bank.
That's a big project for a day, though, teaching a kid to read.
Just do it today. That's all you got to do. You can shovel your neighbor's driveway. Now this assumes you have some snow, but
I'm just gonna do it anyway. Just get out there with a shovel and scrape their driveway for half an hour.
I think I found their spawn. Yep, they're just... Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed again. Oh, I missed again.
Stop missing.
The ADSing on this is not my strong suit yet. Having a jammer up in this tower is not the worst thing in the world. Very fast.
Alright, I haven't seen their enemy for some time.
Yeah, it feels like we're unbalanced.
It's just, I don't know. Some of these maps, I feel like they want them to work for a lot of different modes with different sizes. This is too big of a map for this few of people. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So bad.
Finally found me.
Dang it. Yeah, this is too slow. This needs more people on each side. We're what, 6v6?
Probably.
Like 10v10 would probably be okay. But yeah. This is just a test of like, can I stay focused long enough to find someone? Well, found 4 of them at once, so that's something.
Well, you accomplished your goal. Don't have anything else to defend myself with. They are definitely getting sick of me up in that tower, I'm not gonna lie. They sent an armada toward me.
Armada.
Yeah, it was a Nissan.
Ooh.
So, how's things?
I'm telling you, this game mode on this map.
Some
bad.
rousing gameplay.
How about that Gal Gadot?
Hey, how about the Los Angeles Lakers? Oh yeah, you can also call your parents today for National Kick Butt Day. You can wash the dishes every single night, which you can't do more than once in a day because there's only one night.
There's some rocks that I feel like I should be able to jump on that I can't jump on. This makes me sad.
There's somebody right below me.
What's he doing? Ah! I got scared. I'm doing poorly.
I'm not having fun. It's just boring.
It's very slow.
Oh, is there sniper glint?
Yeah, it's different than it was in Modern Warfare, but it does exist.
You know what I love is you reference Modern Warfare in past tense because we're playing the beta, but you're making it sound like it's not actually in existence anymore.
Yeah, that game's gone.
Oh my gosh.
I've never been into a Call of Duty game enough to go back and play it after the new one came out. So it'll be interesting to see how the servers feel and change for like gunfight after this one fully launches, because I'm sure they'll still be populated enough to play, but I wonder if like it'll seem like the quality of gameplay goes up or
Yeah.
down. You know, like I'm just interested to see if there's a perceivable difference. My guess, with just how many people there are in the world playing video games, probably not, but could be wrong. We killed someone.
Congratulations. I haven't found anyone in about half a year.
Yeah.
I had a teammate just shoot at me, so that was something.
Ooh, where are you? I want to shoot at you.
There's someone behind me. Should be right in front of me.
Ooh, did I get the last kill? I think I did. I don't think it'll show it. I think it always does play at the game, but
Well, just get best play then.
yeah, that definitely didn't happen that time. But I did get the last kill, which is arguably the most important kill because we couldn't have won without it.
So, 8:22 a.m. not p.m. a.m. Pacific time is what I was trying to say. 11:22 East Coast. You can take a sign language class. You can apply for a new job. Doesn't mean you have to accept it. You just apply for one. You can learn to decorate a cake. You could start a savings account. Is there a way to avoid playing team deathmatch again?
I don't think so. I don't think you can.
Yeah, I can't. I have to be able to unlock. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
We could always back out,
Fair enough.
especially on that map. That map was bad for that.
You could wash and put away all the laundry. There you go. Those are your suggestions from National Day of the Day's National Kick Butt Day suggestions. So,
My favorite one, again, to celebrate National Kick Butt Day, my favorite suggestion is to wash the dishes every night before bed.
I think it's trying to get us to be amped for the rest of the year. I'm picking Miami because I haven't been able to play Miami yet, so I'm selecting Miami.
Miami is good. I like Miami. Yeah. So National Kick Butt Day is like the October version of making like a New Year's resolution.
Gotcha. Someone else pick Miami. Please pick Miami. Yes. Yeah. That's what we got going on today.
What? It switched to Moscow, but we had more votes for Miami.
Whoops.
Moscow's okay though. Oh no, it disconnected.
It was team
What are we
deathmatch, I
gonna-
think. Maybe.
What are we gonna do?
What else did we do this weekend? We played some more Among Us, which was fun.
Yes, that was fun.
It is really tough to play Among Us with people you can't read, though. Like, you don't have, like, I don't know your family, extended family very well, and so it's still hard to read. I also feel horrible every time that I accuse your mom of being the imposter, even though she's usually the imposter when I do it.
She is getting better though. She has not self-reported nearly as much as she used to, and I think she's actually starting to enjoy it now that she like understands what's going on. It's funny though. It's usually pretty obvious when it's her though.
Well,
Especially when there's one imposter and there's like 5 minutes goes by and there's one kill and no sabotage. It's probably my mom.
Well, and then you said that your sister can't lie,
Yeah, she's terrible at it.
and then your niece goes up in volume. right?
Up in pitch,
Oh.
higher pitch, and can't stop laughing. Is usually a sign that she's the imposter. And then my other brother-in-law is obsessed with sabotaging comms. So if comms keep going down over and over and over, it's like, well, Kevin's the imposter because he's the only one that sabotages comms over and over.
Well, we played a couple weeks ago with mostly friends, but we also had one of my coworkers in there too, and I work with her the most closely in the real job, and I pegged her for when she was the imposter because I was like, she did something that she hasn't done this whole entire time, and I was like, yep, she's definitely lying, and she was so mad that I could tell.
That's awesome.
Did you get to be imposter yesterday?
Yes, I did. I was imposter.
Oh yeah, I played one game where you were.
Yeah, and we played like 2 rounds at the very beginning. We had 7 people, which is like the worst number of people to have for Among Us. And we played a couple rounds with 2 imposters, and my niece was setting up the games, and as we started, I was like, we don't want 2 imposters. She goes, no, it's better this way. I'm like, all right. And both games were like, kill, 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 everyone, and the imposters win. And then the next one was like, kill, 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 and everyone's dead. I was like, I told you, like, they have the kill cooldown at 20 seconds with 2 imposters. Like, it's too easy. So I got one of those. Kevin and I were the imposters together on one of those rounds, and it legit lasted like a minute because we just we were together and killed 2 people together. Our cooldown finished, and then we killed 2 more.
Nice. Sorry, this is another deathmatch round, but I haven't got to play Miami yet. So.
Yeah, no, this map should be better for deathmatch. It's not as large. And Miami's cool.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenidos a Miami.
I did like this one a lot for domination. So, ow, 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 ow! I'm stunned. Hey, come hang out on the beach with me.
Have you ever been to Miami?
No,
It's a lot of
I
fun.
have not. I've been to Florida once, but I have not been to Miami.
I'm on the beach now.
Now you're on the beach.
Man, I gotta find different weapons. I just do not like any of the weapons that are in the defaults.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's just simply a practice thing. I think it's just I really just don't like any of these weapons.
Yeah, I feel like when this comes out, we just need to grind levels up and unlock a bunch of stuff, and then I think I'll enjoy it more at that point.
The good news is you can through zombies, so.
True.
Yeah. Where is everybody?
Uh-oh, there were 2 of them. Oh, 3 of them.
At least you're kind of silent when you're running on the beach.
Yeah, I feel the sound, especially the footsteps, having been a big issue in Modern Warfare, are much better in this one.
I tried to put a jammer in the pool. It didn't work.
We've taken the
They
lead.
just gave us the lead.
Nice work. Ah! Someone just spawned right in front of me and scared the poop out of me.
I'm with you. Oh, good, they got a spy plane. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them going over there.
Uh-oh. Oh, I got 2 of the 3 and then I ran out of ammo.
Oh my gosh, Ryan.
should shoot at the one that sees me instead of the one that just ran on by.
Oh, goddamn.
Language.
Oh, he was also a bad guy. I thought I walked right past a good guy to get to a bad guy, and then the other guy wasn't shooting at him. I'm like, uh-oh, this is not good.
Oh man, I keep just walking into the middle of large groups. It's not going well.
Well, I really hope the rest of my Mondays as mellow as our show's been today. It's kind of been off-brand, but kind of also just nice. I feel like everything's been moving at 100 miles an hour as of late.
Yeah. Well, and I think playing a new game, especially, we're not able to just go on autopilot because, you know, we don't know the maps. We don't know the mechanics.
I would
keep
kill
getting
for
shot
some
at.
sleight of hand. This gun is so slow to reload.
I don't like being on the street, I've discovered with this mode, because people just hang out in the buildings and pick you off. I find that rude.
That's too bad, but I'm definitely not sniping up in a balcony.
You're part of the problem.
No. Oh, I just shot over his head. The sniping in this game is better than that of the Apex.
Yeah, sniping's kind of fun in this game. I like it more than Modern Warfare, for sure. Oh, I tried to save his life. It didn't work. So I like using the field mic and camping somewhere, because you can use it to watch your back.
Oh.
Provided you look at it often enough. Oh, there are too many of them. Oh yeah, keep change class. And I'll snipe too. I like that the sniper class has a good secondary gun.
Where's my jammer? So there's a great show that I let the kids watch on PBS called Word Girl. And I like it because it's, you know, language based. But they have a guy named the Whammer who's a bad guy. And this is now whenever I place a jammer, all I can think of is what his voice sounds like when he's like, I'm the Whammer!
Alright, now I'm sniping. Oh, oh. all over the place. Make the CIA proud. Oh, I missed. He zigged. Got him. Nice. One more. Got it.
They finally found me right at the victory marker. They were gonna come destroy me. Oh my gosh, I was about to be so dead. All right, 8:36, rolling right along. No Hofbrew, no Colty this morning. Chrissy's not here. I miss
Quiet
everybody.
day. Quiet day. No one wants to hang out with us.
If you missed it first hour and part of our renews in the second, updated look at the PS5 backward compatibility, different games that are confirmed to not, where like we went negative, but it was almost easier to do it that way because you can't name all the games that are compatible, right?
I could. Do you want me to pull up the list?
No, I don't think we need that. Let's give you some sports headlines while we wait for the next game to load, as we'll be a game stream the rest of the morning. If you do want a trivia question, though, and you are in chat, let us know. You may have heard this. I don't know. But LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers are NBA champions. Won the 17th championship in franchise history with a 106-93 win over the Heat last night. Anthony Davis's first championship. Also, an Antetokounmpo won a championship. It was not Giannis, and I honestly don't remember off the top of my head his younger brother's name.
Bob.
So he's not the Greek freak. He's the Greek son. I don't know. Greek brother. Dan Quinn is fired. He's no longer the Falcons head coach. He will probably be best known for blowing the 28-3 lead as the coach of the Falcons in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. And then someone mentioned that it didn't help that he had a couple of big leads in games this year that they also blew. But yeah, 0-5 for the first time since 1997. GM Thomas Dimitroff is gone as well. Dak Prescott suffered a game-ending and likely season-ending ankle injury because his ankle broke and got dislocated. And Sean gave it a on the gross rating. So
It takes a lot to gross me.
that's what happens when you're a sports doctor. Saints receiver Michael Thomas suspended one game for conduct detrimental to the team. I don't think he's playing tonight against the Chargers. Rafael Nadal tied Roger Federer with 20 Grand Slam titles, won the French Open over Novak Djokovic. Yeah, and there's your sports. Sports. It's like Skittles used to be like Skittles. Taste the rainbow. Sports. Oh, and yesterday, Lewis Hamilton tied the Formula One record for most wins. Michael Schumacher and Lewis now have 91 wins apiece.
Chances are he's going to surpass that number.
Nope, he's going to get stuck on 91. Lewis will never win another race
Hey,
again.
I don't know. He got stuck on 90 for a while. Getting that 91st was pretty tough.
They'll be all Max Verstappen here on out. Oh, but Daniel Ricciardo got the first podium for him, or for both for him and Renault, right?
Yeah,
For
for Renault.
1998.
Yeah, he's had a podium, but not for Renault. He had podium. He won Monaco in 2018 when he was still on Red Bull.
And sorry, I said 1998. I meant 2018. I don't know where my brain went there, but you know.
Yeah, and so there was a bet made, or a deal made, I guess, sometime during the beginning of the season, where I forget his name, but the team principal for Renault told Danny Ricciardo that if he got on the podium, the team principal would get a tattoo, and Daniel could pick what it is. So now that has happened, and now we'll see if he'll hold up his end of the deal and get a tattoo.
I'm sorry, the team principal for which team bet him that?
For Renault, said that if
Oh.
Daniel gets them a podium, he'll get a tattoo, and Danny gets to pick it.
Okay. Yeah, that's way different than what I thought you said. I thought you said it was another team's team principal, and I was like, that's kind of a weird bet. There's so many tags in this B zone.
And then of course Max got second place, as he does.
So Max does either out of the race or second.
Or third if both Mercedes drivers are in it still.
Formula One, catch the fever.
The interviews after the race, it was very cool. Mick Schumacher, Michael's son, presented Lewis Hamilton with one of Michael's helmets from his time at Mercedes, and so that was really cool that they recognized and honored tying the record and gave him something from the Schumacher family.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that Michael ever raced for Mercedes, so that's something I learned
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Jeez. I ran into this room where I wanted to go snipe from now that I have a jammer, and I ran right into somebody who's just sitting there waiting in the room for somebody to run up there who wants to go snipe because they have a jammer.
I'm with you.
We'll kill him then.
I tried to avenge you, but he ran away.
At least you didn't die, clown.
Yet.
Do you understand that reference at all?
No.
I want to say it was one of the Adam Sandler movies, like Billy Madison or something.
That's you. Oh, I wish I had a sniper rifle. Let's snipe with you.
Okay, good. It's like I was worried about my life there for a second. There goes my hero. Watch out, there he goes. Crap, I'm gonna die. Yep. See, I wish there was like a prox mine on my loadout.
Yeah.
Which I think prox
Standing-
mines in this game are like one of the special ones.
Are they?
I don't think they're a loadout. I think they're one of the R1 L1s.
Ooh.
Oh, well,
I got sniped.
found a different, even better sniping place.
Different, even better sniper.
New and improved if anyone shows up. Yeah, it's definitely too far away. I'm with you.
Need to reload.
I'm no longer with you.
Copy. I'm with you now.
I definitely like kill confirmed significantly better than deathmatch, though.
Yeah. It'll be nice when we can actually control what modes we play, because team deathmatch and actually also kill confirmed are usually ones I avoid, because I like the team-based ones that people actually try to do some of the team stuff.
Allegedly.
There's at least, if there's a flag to get, there's at least a better chance they'll help. Check in. Nailed it. First try.
Right now that I have a whammer again.
A wham bammer.
I think I just set it down and died. Boo. Yes. Okay. Well, that's definitely not as good of a place as the last one. There goes my hero.
Oh,
You
bad stuff
seem like you
happened.
died.
I did. I died. Oh, that guy's just running in place. That's not good. Ow. That artillery took 3 of us out.
There's a bad person in those windows.
Boom. I died. Alright. Let's do better.
Why was he on the ground?
I avenged you.
Thanks. I just come sliding through there and he's just sitting on the ground. That's very confusing.
Uh-oh.
Yep, killed myself. I regret that decision.
Ugh. Ugh. So close. Nice. Nice. Got 2 artillery kills.
Dang it. There's all of a sudden like 14 people there. I was gonna swing and get one person and then like 14 other people showed up.
It didn't work out.
It was definitely 14 other people too, because that's definitely not unrealistic. Since this is a 10v10.
Ah. Oof. Interesting. Uh-oh.
I think I need to increase my ADS just a touch. Hey, we did it!
We won.
Victories.
We
Victory
needed-
Royale.
We only needed 4 more points.
No, I think that was the moment where there was 14 other people there all of a sudden. I had a friend of mine's 12-year-old son challenge me to a Fortnite battle. We were talking about video games for the first time in forever, and I was like, "You want to play Fortnite?" And then I looked at my what do you call the thing on the PlayStation, the menu? But isn't it like
Cross media bar.
cross? Yeah, I was right. That did have a very proprietary, exciting branded name.
The XMB.
And I told him, I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I go to load up Fortnite. I had deleted it. So
As you should.
not gonna play that with you, that's for sure.
So I am enjoying this. I do like it, but I have a feeling that when we get into zombies, especially because it's been a while since we've played zombies, I think it's gonna be hard to convince us to play multiplayer.
We're gonna have a hashtag for how long it's been since we played zombie. Man, I clicked on Miami, hit X, and it's like Moscow.
Yep.
Really does not want us to play Miami.
Nope. I like Miami. I don't dislike Moscow. It's fine, but
Oh yeah, and I
really
never
like
asked. I
Miami.
never got the details. Yeah, so Miami is awesome, and I just would love to go back to Miami now that I'm, of an older age. Because I think we went. I don't even think we were 20 yet, and it was so much fun, and we still were able to go to places that you're not supposed to go when you're 20. But I'd like to go back now that I'm older. It kind of reminds me of Vegas. I went to Vegas the year I turned 21. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I'd like to go back to Vegas as well. But pandemic.
Pandemic, for sure. Probably be pretty cheap to go there right now.
Oh, the
Can't
flight
do anything.
the flight deals that are out there now right now. Like Alaska the other day was like, buy an airline ticket and just you can fill the plane up for free. Just please buy an airline ticket. Like just buy a ticket, please.
Buy a ticket now. Use it whenever. Wait a couple years. Just buy it now, please.
Please, just buy a ticket. Do you wanna buy one of our like soft drinks or something? Just buy a ticket.
200. Listen, you give us $200, and we promise that sometime next year we'll just take you wherever you want to go. Just please give us money.
By the way, Alaska Airlines is now a private flight, so you can rent a whole 737 for just you. I hate when I guess wrong.
Well, guess better. Alright, well, this spot's boring. And then I died. Cool.
Yeah, I need to switch
doing
to a
good.
shotgun class. Yep, doing it right now. Give me a shotgun. Here we go.
Do it. Oh, yeah, I haven't even tried the shotgun, so
Wonder why.
let me know how you like them. Because they can't be worse than they were in Modern Warfare. R.I.P.
I remember Modern Warfare. That was a fun game.
I'll miss it.
That gun's better than the last one I was using. Not the shotgun. Oh. So far, so good on the shotgun. Takes way too long to reload. Holy cow. I can't go that way. Oh my gosh, this thing destroys. But you know, I'm always been better with the shotguns, so who knows? Could be just a me thing.
Yeah, I'll have to try one out.
Do you?
Well, I need to find out if I like them or not, because I don't dislike shotguns in other games. I really didn't like them in Modern Warfare. I don't know if you knew, if I made
You
my
never expressed that
opinion
to
known
me.
or not. And I think that's why it was even more frustrating, is like I liked them so much less than I usually would.
Oh, I just missed a whole bunch because I was getting shot from the side. Oh, I could have cleaned up there. Yeah, spy plane with a shotgun's not a bad gig.
Oh, baloney. I disagree. So are you using the Galileo? It says on
Yep,
the bottom, right?
the Gallo Sa 12. Pairs up with this M16 though that has a pretty fast scope. Holy cow. This is definitely a good combination. I don't think you're going to be a fan of. It's a burst rifle with a shotgun. So if it's anything like Modern Warfare.
I'll give it a shot.
Oh no, I know that. I'm just saying, like, if everything was just apples to apples, I'm like, this is not gonna be Sean's cup
It'd
of
be
tea.
awful. Oh, I used the correct weapon. Well, so far shotgun's not bad.
Okay, so I have a SAM turret. That's a semi-automatic turret, right? Is that what that means?
Surface to air missile.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So you'll throw that outside if they have anything floating around. Theoretically, I don't actually know. That's just based on the name. Saved your life.
Oh, behind us.
Ugh.
So in theory, I should wait to deploy that till they actually have something out, right?
I think so, or you just throw it outside somewhere where they're not likely to find it, and then if they deploy something, it'll shoot it down. It doesn't appear to have like a timed thing, so.
This shotgun's pretty bomb, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't dislike it so far.
It actually is pretty accurate, and it's hip fire.
Yeah, and it has a good rate of fire.
That's excellent. I'm not very good in that big open area, that big square. There's just too many places to pay attention to.
Where the B flag is?
Yeah.
That was weird.
It just wish this shotgun wasn't a shell by shell loader.
Yeah, the loading, brutal. Ow.
It hurt people.
You sniping?
Nope, I don't know what I'm using here though. Do I have artillery?
Oh, we used.
That was fast. I blame our teammates.
Yeah, I mean, you and I were perfect. Ow. That was nice.
Cool. All right. Game over, man.
That's it?
It was a good morning.
No more?
Nope.
I have to go do things now?
Sometimes you can't have 18 NBA championships. You have to start at 17.
Well, I guess that's it for COD Bakwa for a while.
Oh yeah, the beta's over. When's this thing come out?
I don't know, but I think we still have another round of betas.
Okay. There you go.
So it'll be back. I don't know if it'll be during the week, but
Hashtag video game expert with the news you need to know.
so looks like we have 15th through the 19th is the like open beta, the cross-platform beta. So we'll add an Xbox and PC players this weekend. Looks like it's starting Thursday at 10 a.m. and it'll go all the way till like now Monday.
Oh yeah, because this was just the PlayStation early pre-order beta.
Yeah, this was the PS4. Started as early access and then went open, and then next week it'll be cross-platform early access and then open. So if you haven't pre-ordered it and play Xbox or PC, 17th through the 19th is your beta.
All right. 9 o'clock West Coast time, right at noon on the East. Thanks for hanging out with us. This has been the Gaming Morning Show. Sean, I hope you have an excellent rest of your day celebrating the Lakers World Championship.
Do what I can. Huzzah!
Huzzah! All right, goodbye. Find us Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Gaming Morning Show. We'll see you tomorrow.